how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim with an update. I can barely contain myself. Good news, not so good news, great news, excellent news, the best news. Way outweighs that not so good news. Here we go, let's begin. I even put my phone on airplane mode. I got my protective glasses on. Soon the air conditioning will calm down a little bit, but I got to tell you guys the whole story. Get your popcorn, grab a seat. This is what's going on. First, you didn't get an update yesterday about seeing my primary general practitioner doctor regarding the having a hard time peeing and sinus pressure and needing antibiotics maybe, COVID and enlarged prostate and all these, all possible, but nothing like that could be further from the truth. I'm looking for traffic here so I can get out here on Linton Boulevard. Delray Beach in South Florida is not really the place to live anymore. I was talking to a guy in there that's 82 years old, waiting this morning, and he'd been here since 75. Started getting his Social Security at age 62. Never regretted it. He was shaking his head yes. The minute I said, I'm a YouTuber and I advocate that, and you never, nobody's promised tomorrow, he's like, absolutely. And he's 82. He's still living, and he's not regretting. But that's another story. Let's get back. I went to the doctor's yesterday, and he said, you'll be fine. It's that antihistamine you're on that it's not good for glaucoma. Well, make a liar out of him. I took the antihistamine with me this morning to my doctor here, and I lined up all my bottles. I had everything on the table, all my questions prepared. I'm prepared to talk to this ophthalmologist today, this awesome doctor that has done a great job with this surgery for me. Wait till you hear the pressure. And I say, all right, these are the drops I'm on. This is what you had me on. You may be confused. I'm kind of confused. Which ones do you want me on? Which ones can I stop? What's the deal? Can I start working out? I'm a YouTuber. I want to travel. I got a new RV. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to make some videos and enjoy my life. And I'm tired of coming back here every week, for you to check this pressure. And I said, but believe me, I've learned. I'm not going to change anything from what you insist. So anyway, he told me when I showed him that antihistamine, that Claritin D, this is not a problem for your kind of glaucoma. I didn't even get a chance to ask him or tell him about I couldn't pee, or I had a sinus pressure, or worrying about my eye pressure could be high, or obviously it didn't affect it because wait till you hear the numbers. I'm ecstatic. And he says to me, first of all, it was a very busy day at that doctor's office. I couldn't even hardly find a place to park. I waited. It is now 12:03. My appointment was at 10:45. I've only been out of there 5 minutes. So there you go. Not forever, but it seemed like a long, long time compared to a 10:45 appointment. The place was full. But that's all right. Everybody knew me. Everybody's saying hello to me. Mr. Baker, how are you? What are your numbers? I hear they all knew about my my successful surgery. I mean, these people are wonderful there. They know me. And so they take you in a room and they check your eye pressure before the doctor sees you. And again today, I got to meet another new person that was asked to come up and help from Miami, their other location, Aventura actually, because they were so busy, and she drove up. And I told her, I said, they're lucky to have you because good help is hard to find, and she was so pleasant. She took the pressure, and when they take this telescope, microscope looking thing, and they dilate your eye, or they put some drops in your eye before looking. They get right in there and they say, look at my ear, and then then they look at this ear, and they get in there real close, and there's a light, and you open up real wide, and they get that thing like almost maybe even touches your eyeball, and it tells them the pressure. And she did it faster than anybody. She was like those people that work for Quest Diagnostics that know how to draw blood because they do it all the time. It just keeps getting better there every time I go. The number came back 9. 9 in the bad eye, the left eye, the one that went to 50. The one that was 10 after the surgery, 11 a week later, went to 50, got it back down to 10. And now today, a week later, 9. And now, because this eye is red, that's because I'm on these 1 drops. I take 1 drop in the left eye 1 time a day at night. It's a very strong drop. And he says, I don't like to see red above a certain part of the eye. It can lead to scarring. So he goes, I want you to stop taking that, and I want to see you in 10 days. I went, oh. I said, Doc, I'm trying to get out and travel. I'm a YouTuber. I want to make some content. I want to travel. I want to live my life. I was hoping you could put me out to pasture and not have to see me for a couple of months or 6 months or some lengthy period of time. He goes, oh, well, I said, but listen, no, don't think I want to overrule you for that. I mean, if you need to see me, if this, he goes, well, look, come back in a week. He did not say, okay, then forget it. Now he just made it a little sooner, which is my only consolation. Instead of 10 days of being grounded, I'm going to go off, though. I'm going to go back to Jacksonville for this next week, or I'm going to go over in Sarasota and visit my friends, or I'm going to go down to the Keys, or I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not hanging out. I'm going to go do something, and then be back here next Thursday to see him and get a pressure check after dropping this 1 drop to see if the redness improves and everything. And then he said, I might be able to let you go for 4 weeks or 6 weeks, which is okay. We can get some travel in that time for sure. For sure. I mean, a month and a half? Heck yeah. So, and hey, if the teardrop doesn't work out, a week from now when he gives me the green light to go, and he gives me a month and a half to go out there, and if it's not my cup of tea, that gives me a good reason to have to come back anyway, get rid of it, and go back out and take the big boy. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back and say, no. That's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm just back here to see my doctor, get some more good news, and head right back out with the teardrop. Either way, I'm living my life, folks. I'm living a good life. And I couldn't be happier with this doctor and his recommendation on getting this gel stent surgery done to my eye. Hopefully, he said, when he sees me in a week or in the next 6 weeks after that he might be able to, because I said, well, I thought the surgery was going to help me to take these drops away, that I won't even need them anymore, at least for the one eye, because they're not free. They're like $40, I think I pay. Maybe one is free, maybe the prednisone's $40. Anyway, he said, let's start taking one away at a time. He's following, he knows what he's talking about. So far, following what he says has benefited me greatly, including he wants me to continue pressing my eye 3 to 4 times a day. Maybe not 5 or 6 times a day. He wants me to continue to release fluid by mashing my eye while looking up as hard as I can stand it, 3 or 4 times a day, as an exercise. So 9. I mean, the girls in there were telling me that's like a child's pressure. So while we can't improve the vision, we can't reverse glaucoma. What I have is what I have. I'm doing good. I'm doing really, really good. And my Medicare Disadvantage plan is doing really, really good for me. I could not be a happier camper. Forgive the pun. So, away we go to something new. I'll figure out something to do. Go play around with my little tent and my teardrop. I'll take a little trip. I'll bring you guys some content, and you'll stay up to date with everything. We're all going to have a good time. A week will fly by, and I'll get the green light for sure, because I've already talked to him about it, and he knows what I'm trying to do now. But no go right now. Nope. Wants to see without this one drop. Stop taking it for a week. Let's see what happens. What your pressure may go to. I mean, the last thing I want to do is stop taking this drop he told me to stop today, go away, and the pressure go up, and I'm 1,000 miles from here. So we got to do what we got to do. He said, what's it been, about a month now since the surgery? It takes time. You know, you got to have patience. You got to, when you break your bone, you know, they don't heal overnight. You got to do what you got to do. Rehabilitation. It's my eyesight. It's to last me the rest of my life, so I can crush it.